Hello, my name is Kathryn, and I'm a leader. Do you know how hard it is for me to say that? You're probably asking, why is she telling us that she's not a leader? Well, a leader is supposed to be the most charismatic and charming person in the room, right? Not me. I'm not the CEO of a company, nor am I an entrepreneur who's on the verge of creating some world-altering idea. So how is it possible that I'm a leader? Well, when I have things to work out in life, I seek out my best friend, my confidant, the person that knows me best, me. So I said to myself, Kat, why is it you don't think you're a leader? What have you done? I don't show you this list to brag or expect a pat on the back, but rather to demonstrate to you that although I've accomplished all of these wonderful things, for some reason, I still doubt my leadership ability. What I've come to realize along my journey, though, is that leadership is something that is invented here. It's something that we all do on a regular basis, whether or not we put the title of leadership to it or not. In essence, leadership is our ability to inspire, persuade, and influence others. Now, when I've gone on this journey that I want to share with you, there was an exercise that I've done in the past that sort of helps me to own that I am a leader. But first I want to talk to you about why, for some reason, leadership positions seem to evade women. And it's not because that women are not leaders, but it's because we don't seem to own it like our male counterparts. Men in adolescence are almost groomed for leadership roles. They inherently believe that they are leaders. Women, on the other hand, kind of shy away because of fear of being judged. Will they think I'm bossy? What if they don't like my idea? Should I wear a skirt or a pantsuit? If I wear my hair down, will they take me seriously? Well, here's the thing, girls. We are being judged. But the difference between us and many of our male counterparts is they just don't care. You are a leader. There is nobody in this room that can tell me that they've never inspired, persuaded, or influenced somebody. So the exercise I want to share with you is about creating a leadership table. My Women of Leadership table, my table of 4. The women at this table are women who have inspired, persuaded, and influenced me. They might not be famous or considered leaders in the eyes of the world, but their stories, their lives have touched me. So I've known you, all of 2 minutes, so I feel the need to confess to you because we're friends, right? When I first did this exercise for a conference I was at, my leadership table consisted of 1 woman. The rest were men. I know, bad cat. But I fell into that same old trap that to be a leader, 1, you must have done something phenomenal. Well, that's great. That's not the only indicator. 2, a leader is somebody that everybody is familiar with. That's great, but again, not necessary. And 3rd, laziness. Yeah, I said it. Well, maybe daunting might be a better word. When I had to sit down and come up with women in leadership positions that personally impacted me, I thought my head was going to explode. It was so difficult. So let me move on now to my guest list. My first guest sits at my Women of Leadership table because she is courageous, she is strong, she is the person that inspires me. Her name is Elizabeth Cecilia Bunyan, and she is my mother. Yay, mama. Okay. She left our country of birth, Guyana, with a 2-year-old in tow, me, seeking out better opportunities not only for herself, but for me as well. I watched as she went to work every day and then at night took the time to go to university. She did all of this, but still ensured that I had the opportunity to go to Girl Guides, swimming lessons, skating lessons, ballet, piano, the list goes on. I am encouraged and inspired by her courage to take that leap of faith in her ability to succeed. Elizabeth Cecilia Bunyan sits at my Women of Leadership table because inspiration is what drives us. It's what compels us. It's what makes us want to act on our ideas, to put them out into the world, and to see what happens. My second guest, not famous, but her actions might be, has shown me that the power of persuasion, although not always readily recognized, is a powerful thing. Born in Montgomery, Alabama, this 15-year-old said, It is my constitutional right to sit here. Just like this lady, I paid my fare. Now, while this statement might ring a bell of familiarity, it's not who you think. The woman behind that statement is Claudette Colvin. She stood up against the practice of segregation on the Montgomery public buses, and in 1955, she was arrested. The NAACP briefly considered using her case, but decided against it because an unwed, pregnant teenager would have been a distraction from the legal public battle they were mounting. But I have no doubt that Claudette Colvin's actions persuaded and laid the foundation that the civil rights movement needed to garner the much needed momentum to stand behind Rosa Parks, who did the same thing, but only months later. Claudette Colvin sits at my Women of Leadership table because not always evident at the time, when you persuade somebody, you never know what impact you might have presently or in the future. My next guest, although I was only introduced to her vision 6 years ago, its influence on me has been profound and is actually one of the reasons that I have the opportunity to stand here in front of you today. Marianne DeForest was born right here in Buffalo, New York. She overcame childhood adversity to become a well-respected playwright and journalist and was very active in the progressive women's movement. In 1919, she founded an organization called Zonta. The gist of what Zonta is, it's a service organization of executive and professional women dedicated to improving the status of women in all aspects of their life. Marianne DeForest's goal was just to improve the status of women. She sits at my Women of Leadership table because all you need to do to influence somebody is have a simple idea that you're willing to share and put out there in the world. It might not turn into an international organization like Zonta, but then again, it might. You have to put it out there and see. So there you have it. That's my table of 4. Now I see you're looking at me. No, Kat, that's only 3. That's right. I did that on purpose. Why I did that is you always need to remember that when you're setting up a guest list for your leadership table, you need to always remember to set a place for yourself. Okay? So, thank you. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, I have a challenge for you. I challenge you all to come up with your own leadership table. Fill those spots with people who inspire, persuade, and influence you. And another challenge is fill those spots with nothing but women. I challenge you. Your head won't explode, I promise. Mine didn't. So, my name is Kathryn. I was invented here, and I am a leader. Thank you.